Hello and welcome to a BoredGamer Channel update for the start of February 2019. It is February in some parts of the world already. I know this is technically still the 31st of January in my time zone, but this is largely going to talk about Star Citizen content plans, some expectations for February 2019, bits about myself, ship giveaways, and lots of thank yous to people that have supported the channel and VIPs and stuff. January's Star Citizen Carrack winner was Tom Farkler, or Farklar, I don't know how to pronounce that. Congratulations, you have won yourself a Mighty Explorer ship. February's 2019 giveaway is slightly less glamorous and is for a Cutlass Black and Star Citizen game package. Just make sure you're subscribed to the channel and comment on any of my Star Citizen videos coming out during February, including this one, I suppose. I will include this, as previously stated. It is sort of in February-ish. I regularly post up polls and news in my YouTube community section now. One of these was discussing what type of organised gameplay or events that you would like to see me attempt to do, I suppose, and shipboarding overwhelmingly won that vote with 1.2 thousand votes. I'm going to look into organising something like that for a video or a stream in the near future. Potentially something more regular or a bit bigger if it works. The main sticking point for me for doing stuff like this is ease of access for people and low effort organisation when it comes to this sort of thing. I don't want people to have huge time investments to participate. I don't want things to be ruined by a single bug, or if people turn up and try grief or whatever. If I come up with rules or gameplay, it would need to be simple and easy to recover from. Everything like going wrong, it could all explode and you could easily quickly redo it. I don't want it to be stress-inducing, sort of time-wasting, that sort of stuff. Something like two teams having a large ship as a base, like one team would have a reclaimer, the other would have a starfarer. You'd have it so that they could only move that ship within a small area or something, and the goal would be to capture the other team's ship and then bring it back to your base or starting zone or something like that. Kind of like a game of capture the flag with ships, I suppose. And then you'd have to have rules with how many fighters or how many other ships they could have. Are those ships that would fire on each other? Things like that. But the idea would be to get a feel for and mess around with boarding actions in sort of like a semi-competitive way. You could have it played between Grimhex and Port Olisar, just out the Armistice Zone. So on the surface or in atmosphere of a planet, lots of possibility there, to be honest. And you can have the bases literally as Port Olisar and Grimhex or an Armistice Zone. So once they get this ship back to those areas, then they win. That's the sort of very rough idea. I'll think about it and evolve the idea a bit before bringing it back to the table. Star Citizen expectations for February. I think we're going to see a concept sale mid-February, maybe. That's what we got last year. It could be for anything, though. Lots of people are assuming it's going to be the Drake Corsair, which would be the Drake's version of the Connie. Again, for Valentine's Day, they typically do a little sale as well. There should be a monthly report coming out soon. We'll go through that with a fine-tooth comb once we have it. Importantly as well, we're going to have a roadmap update soon, by next Friday, I think they suggested, and that should update 3.6 and potentially beyond that. We have needed roadmap updates that go all the way to 3.8 for a very long time now, really. This Friday's RTV should be a good one. RTV's back, woo! With lots of 3.5 questions for Todd Pappy, so make sure you tune in for that, or just wait for my video on the summary of it afterwards, if you haven't got enough time to watch it, or do both. Some new equipment stuff that I bought for the channel. I've bought a proper camera setup for events. So it's a clicky camera, but also a recordy camera with lenses and portable tripods and microphones. The idea is that I'll be able to take pictures and record and sort of like mess around with physical hardware and peripherals again in the future as well, and want to review, do some bits about my life, I suppose, for like people that Patreon or whatever, like some vloggy type things, maybe some cooking type things. I am, well, at least I was a chef, but mainly I want to be able to go to events like BritisonCon, which I believe is in April this year, and CitizenCon, which is in October, and I believe is going to be in the UK. And I want to use it to interview and chat to people there and talk to devs and record some parts of those events so that we can have some proper event coverage, and people that watch my channel should hopefully get some good insight to some extra little bits, and hopefully we'll be able to get some more exclusive news for the channel, things like that. Also, office tours, when I next get to go to CIG Winslow or whatever. If I get to go anytime this year, then that stuff's going to be coming with me. Even if I can only take pictures of the building, lobby, and conference room and the people that were sort of like attending that visit with me, hopefully I'll be able to get an interview is the idea and record something more professional looking. I want to make the channel a bit more professional. That sort of stuff helps me do it. I'm also waiting for a little keyboard and a screw for my M2 drive. I found a good 1TB SX8200 drive. But I can't find my motherboard M2 screw for it. So once it's appeared from the post, I'll take a old SSD out of my main PC, and then I'm going to be putting it into a file storage server, which I will then put Windows 10 on or Linux on or something. And then that other computer will then be sort of like a file server for all my gameplay footage. So I can literally keep everything that I make there and reference it. And that's because I'm going to be employing Zin soon, full time, to work with me doing the Star Citizen channel with me and streaming and potentially the second channel and some other bits and mobs as well. But she'll be doing everything that I do so we can do twice as much work or more than twice as much work, but also get better footage and things like that as well. It could also be used for video rendering potentially as well. That server we'll have to wait and see. I've started a Subscribe Star page as an alternative to Patreon, as a few people requested it. Some people don't like Patreon at the moment. I haven't really had time to actually work out what the hell's going on with that. So at the moment, I'm taking money from wherever I can get it. If people want to donate to me, you go ahead. Links to all of that below. Everything for Patreons, Twitch subs, YouTube members, and Subscribe Starers will be standardized at appropriate levels. I just want people to be able to support the channel in the way they feel most comfortable doing. I'm going to refer to people that go the extra mile to support the channel like this, sort of like in a blanket term, as VIPs. So if I use that, BoredGamer VIPs, that's Patreons, that's Subscribe Stars, that's Twitch subs, that's YouTube members that have clicked the little join button. With that in mind, I would like to thank all of my BoredGamer VIPs who have allowed me to grow the channel and expand to the sort of state we have now, which is amazing. That even in the super quiet content times from CIG, RSI, Star Citizen, that the channel is pretty popular and pretty awesome. So thank you so much. It's good that I'm able to learn my craft and while Star Citizen is being developed, because hopefully we're going to have really good content one day. One day I'll be like, I'll look at a video, I'll be really proud of it. I'll be like, we did good. We did good. An extra special thank you to Cat Atros, Mega, Dalamars, Mantis, Raz, Jared, Aventador, Andy Green, Relapse, Mayumi, Mill, Nils, Andy Barker, Nathan, Spyhund, Kirk, Stefan, and Rog. You all chuck far too much money at me, but it is extremely appreciated, and I do love you. Kisses. Mwah, mwah. Some new mods as well. I have some new mods. I'd like to thank all of my mods for helping me across my various platforms. There will be greater works that we shall do together. They work and get no real reward other than my charming personality occasionally. Huntress especially, you are a legend among legends, but thank you, all of you, so much. As always, feedback is mega appreciated. You want me to look at a particular part of the game, talk about a ship, mechanic, or have an app or service or org or whatever that you think is cool, then you can always leave a comment here or message me on Discord. I am going to continue to support and promote Shadow at the moment. I absolutely love their service. I think it's really useful for Star Citizen and lots of other games at the moment as well. So I'm going to keep on doing that until I find something better, or until they're not as good, or something, you know. It's easy to shill for something if you like the product, isn't it? Oh, stream schedule stuff. I'm planning to stream more regularly on Tuesdays, because that'll be a day after calling all devs, and it's a good time to sort of like do a stream, I think. And then someone on the weekend, and I want to sort of like probably Saturday, because then obviously we would have just had the around the verse and reverse the verse, so there's a bit more to talk about. So at the moment, that's what I'm thinking. Haven't got times really down because I'm really bad at planning that sort of thing. I'm really sorry for people that want like a hard schedule. One day, soon, hard schedules for streamings. Thanks for watching, guys. You take care, and I'll see you in the verse.